So maybe we can start the training from the first day. Yeah, since the first day, and then, yeah. Now we are coming to the monitoring evaluation plan, okay? This is the last session for this training. This is the last session. As also Pak Yodi mentioned, this is not, this is actually the light things of the training, the aspect of IR proposal, but usually we have forgot about these things. 2 days ago I mentioned that instead of having only, in addition to having the proposal, the IR proposal, we should have some kind of supporting documents, which are SOP, yeah, the protocols, all protocols related to the project, as well as the monitoring evaluation plan. So thinking about part of you as a program implementer, and also you are a researcher in that thinking that research is also a project. Okay, research as a project. So a project needs to have monitoring evaluation. So now we are thinking what kind of monitoring evaluation should be done to ensure the quality of the project. Yeah, we are discussing about a monitoring evaluation plan as a document, and then how to develop that document as well as implementing the plan. Yes, we start from this question. How do you find a monitoring evaluation plan of a project? What should be in the documents? What components of description of a plan that should be in the monitoring evaluation plan? Okay, just think 1 minute and then share your thought. What should be, what kind of the components of monitoring evaluation plan? 1 minute and then share your thought. The first question first. How do you define a monitoring evaluation plan of a project? How do you define an M&E plan for your project? So I start to ask your thought. Where is it, Dorothy? Yeah.
Some indicators to measure how these activities are being done. Also identify who will do it and what the time.
Okay, very good. Any additional thoughts? No? I think it's very complete description about what is an M&E plan, yeah? And now we are moving about what are the uses of an M&E plan? Why we should have a document? Why we should have the M&E plan? Yeah, Shed, would you like to share? Yeah, okay, good. What else? What is the uses? What is the function of an M&E plan? Okay, very good. What else? What is the important things in the research project? Research as a project. Yeah. I mean, if we discuss about enemy plan for the research project, what actually the function of the M&E plan for the research as a project?
To make sure that our project running well.
Yes, and running well with the quality of the data. Okay, don't forget that in research, good research means we have good quality of data. Yeah, I think yesterday Pak Yudi discussed about that. Yeah, this is the function of M&E. It is a very important document to state about how the project will be measured its achievement. You mentioned about that, okay? And then documenting consensus and thereby encouraging transparency and responsibility. Okay? When there is an audit and a review from ethical committee, for instance, I think this is the supporting documents that also help us to improve, yeah, to improve or to measure about what have been done in the research project. And then guiding M&E implementation, of course, because this is the guideline for the M&E implementation. And then preserving institutional memory. Yeah, so very important to have a documented process of your research. Okay. Okay. Yes, I think this is some parameters that are important when you are writing your M&E plan. First of all, M&E plan is documents that help you to achieve the goal, the general objective of your research. Okay, so you should consider it about overall goal. You also should consider about who will be the audience of your M&E plan. Because in IR plan, the research is not just an academic exercise. Remember, yeah, the research is intended to improve the implementation of the program. So I think that also should be taken into consideration. Hypothesis and assumption, project scope and size, yeah, so that our M&E plan is feasible to conduct, not ambitious, just right, yeah. Extent of capacity for M&E, project duration, and overall project budget. Dorothy mentioned about that, okay? So we should think about this one. Utility, feasibility, ethically sound, and accuracy when writing the M&E plan. So, yeah, don't be too ambitious. Yeah, I think we should conduct the M&E implementation to be accurate, to be ethical, feasible, and we could use any sources of data that we want, yeah, for conducting monitoring and evaluation. Okay, now the second question. What issues should be considered before you set up an M&E plan? What is it? What issues should be considered before you set up the M&E plan? You want to have a feasible M&E plan. So what you are considered? And project out, good. What else? Time frame, very good. What else? Resources, very good. Yeah? So I think this will help us to structuring the M&E plan. Yeah? First of all, yeah, we should have goal, yeah, general objective, and then we should think about what outcomes actually from our research. And then we break down that into outputs, activities, and inputs. This is the log frame that very useful for us to determine the M&E methodology later on. Yeah, and when you discuss about your M&E plan, specifically for IR, implementation research, the involvement of stakeholders is very important. Okay, so the engagement of stakeholders is not only useful for developing your proposal or your research question, but also when you are developing the M&E plan. Yeah, because you will use existing resources, including existing data source that you need for the M&E. So I think consultation and participation for stakeholder is very important. Okay, this is a example of the M&E plan. You have particularly evaluation plan. Yeah, you have here. What is it? This is the IR outcome. Okay, this is the IR outcome, and this you should have indicators for each outcome, and then you have also the activities. Okay, so it's very related, the methods of your research with the methods in your M&E. Okay, so draw some kind of mapping like this when you try to link between your M&E plan with your research methods. So this is, I think, this is maybe before we have exercise, I would like to invite you to open your toolkits. Yeah, open your toolkits, and then open page 170. There is an example about M&E plan in that page 170. Yeah, this one, example from Hansen. Yeah, stakeholder consultation and participation. Just read that. Yeah, just read that, the first step. Yeah, stakeholder consultation and participation. Read that. And then if you have a question about the process of consultation with stakeholder in building the M&E plan, just raise your hand and ask. Okay, step 1, consultation. Any question about that step? So when you build your proposal, actually, when you write your proposal for the IR, in the same time, actually, you will also plan for your M&E for the project. yeah, for the research project. So you should do the consultation with the stakeholder. Okay, any question about the first step of M&E plan writing? No? Is it clear? Okay. The second one is, second step is developing the M&E plan. There is an example here. And now you are, I invite you to read the second step as in the example. And if you have questions, just raise your hand. So the second step, I think, is the determination of what is the outcomes of the project that you plan. Okay? So I think it should be in linkage with the IR outcomes that you propose, yeah, in your proposal. Okay? And the third step is building the methodology. Okay? Determine the methodology. Determine the methodology means you plan for collect the data to support your M&E outcomes or NME indicators, to support to the measurement of NME indicators. Okay? Specifically for the IR with implementation strategy, I think there is also M&E for the implementation strategy itself. Okay? But for maybe for the IR in pre-intervention phase, I think the M&E should be conducted to ensure the validity of your data. Yeah? So different focus of M&E, I think, with different type of IR, whether is it in the implementation phase or pre-intervention phase. Yeah?
Is it the same
for measuring impact? Yes, that's a part of the evaluation, right? Yeah, because the impact should be how the findings from your research will be absorbed by the stakeholders and use that for the improvement of the policy, right? That's a part of the question about evaluation. Okay. Okay. I think now I give time for you for 10 minutes. Try to develop the M&E plans for your research. What is the evaluation domain? So check your IR outcomes and the specific objective, consider about that, and then put the domain, evaluation domain, as well as the indicators and how it will be collected, how the information about that will be collected. So you can take a look to your toolkits in page number 173. Yeah, there is another example about template for M&E plan. Okay, 10 minutes, yeah. Okay. So please, friends, we hear the example of the exercise, and please give comments for the improvement. Boleh? Yeah, okay. Quantitative. So, yeah. Acceptance. What is the indicators in the qualitative data collection that we can explore for the acceptance? What do you think? What kind of information would you like to explore? Yes, please, from India group. Any suggestion? But you can just have information to confirm whether they accept. I mean, they accept the bad nets. You plan to have the quantitative data collection? What kind of data collection is it? Survey? Okay, so you can have a combination, the result from your survey. So the indicators will be like proportion of informant that mentioned that they use the bed nets among all participants of the survey. That can be the indicators, and you add the information from qualitative data collection to confirm, like she mentioned, have a triangulation to confirm the findings.
Which is adoption.
Yeah.
So how can we differentiate these indicators from the
Adoption. Okay. I think you should try to scrutinize the difference between adoption and acceptance. Yeah. This is a very different. This is a different concept. So I suggest you to go through the concept first. What is adoption? Yes. So I think adoption is still a concept. Then try to put the indicators so that they become a variable. Okay? Are you getting me?
I think if I'm understanding it correct, IR adoption and acceptability is more of an IR outcome. But monitoring and evaluation is what we do for our activities. More of our activities, whether we were able to achieve our activities that we proposed. So for that is mostly quantitative data that we collect from. For example, you say that we would like to do interviews or to understand if we accepted. So your indicator would be how many interviews you wanted to conduct and whether you were able to conduct those so many interviews by that time. Like for example, if you say I want some 10 key informative interviews, then you check whether you were able to do all the 10 key informative interviews by the time. So that's still a quantitative indicator. But whether it's been accepted or no is something not like the research outcome and not really outcome of your monitoring and evaluation.
Yeah. So sometimes it is also very difficult to differentiate between monitoring evaluation and evaluation, right? Yeah, take a look of the example. For the monitoring evaluation plan, usually the indicator is a quantitative ones, and the qualitative information is used for supporting another quantitative data collection. So it means that in IR, I think it's very rare to have only qualitative information. We need to mix both between quantitative and qualitative for MNE. Okay. I think I should move on about the responsibility for implementation. I think one of the presentation this morning actually have presented it. I mean, who should be responsible to what activities of NME? So NME. And then also setting targets. For instance, how many interview that should be conducted, that's the target. Yeah, you should mention that in the MNE plan. State that explicitly. Yeah, and then defining reporting system. Yeah, you should in the project report. It is mandatory to explain the progress. Yeah, in each phase of reporting. So I think it is important to define the reporting system, whether there is a monthly report or quarterly report or something like that. Dissemination and utilization of results. Yeah. So this is the principle. Everyone should be involved. Stakeholders should be involved. Also in the MNE of IR. Don't build an NME system to collect too much information without any utilization. Okay? So be careful about that, because it's unethical to have a lot of information but we don't use that. So don't let NME burden to vary programming it is supposed to serve. So I mean, don't forget about quality, yeah, quality of the data collection itself, yeah. Don't overburden with the M&E, okay. So this is about the utilization, yeah, and also about the ethics of NME, yeah. Every information that you collect, you should use that, yeah. So this is the complete M&E plan is like this, yeah. This is the evaluation domain or objective, and then the indicators, yeah. It can be in different level. You mentioned about level of activities, for instance, proportion of interview to be conducted. That indicators for the activity level. Can have also outcome level, like in the previous example, that the M&E plan for the outcome level. Okay. For the goal level, I think if you mention the impact, you ask about that, yeah, the impact. That could be the M&E plan for the goal level. Okay, so there is different level of evaluation, M&E domain, and then you put the indicators, data collection methods. Don't forget to put the time and frequency. Responsible person, means of verification, resources, assumption, and information use. Yeah, so this is the complete template for the M&E plan. I think you have time to complete this. Yeah, we have some exercise in the afternoon. Yeah. Okay, I think this is the important things. Yeah, you can always take a look at your toolkits for your further examples. If you have any question, you can discuss with me during the exercise, okay? So I think it's time for coffee break and tea break. Please enjoy, and after that, you have time for exercise to complete your IR proposal. Thank you very much.